Oh my gosh. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Working.
Yay.
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 Sorry guys. Man, I kind of screwed that up. I don't know what happened with my laptop. Okay, we got to roll today. We're going to move really quickly. Hold on, let me turn this way so you can see me. Okay, good morning. How are you guys?
Morning.
Morning.
Good. Good. Okay. Oh, we got a lot of people on. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to move really fast because I want to be able to give as much time to our guest as we can because you guys are going to love him. He's one of my very favorites. So, okay, the first thing I want to, first of all, is it okay if we just go really fast?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so the first thing I want to share with you guys is, was anybody, as our little opener, was anybody on the MAPS free Diana group coaching call yesterday?
No.
Yes,
Who said yes?
I did.
Jessica.
Jessica, did you love it?
Yes, it was awesome.
It was amazing. Okay, so I'm going to just share with you guys really quickly. So yesterday, Diana had on her call designing your perfect leadership team, strengthening a leadership team. And she had a guest. I think his name is Don Yeager. Jessica, was that it? It's pronounced kind of funny, I think.
Yes. No, that's it.
Is that it? Okay. Anna, do you know him?
I've heard him speak multiple times.
Yeah, he's amazing. So this is what it was. So they did a free one yesterday. I will, since most of you weren't on, I will email you the recording today. I would highly suggest that you listen to it. It was incredible. So he talked all about designing your perfect leadership team. He said that this was for any of these three people. If you're on a team that deserves better success, if you aspire
Hey,
to have a team.
are we at just gross one right now? Sorry.
What? Who said that?
Eric.
Okay.
Or number three, if you're currently leading a team. So I wanted to just take a minute and share with you a couple of things that he said. There's a group coaching call that he's going to do in 7 weeks that starts on August the 30th. My offices, I signed up yesterday for my entire leadership teams. We're going to do this together, and my real estate team. We're going to just all merge on in there and do it together. But if you do it through today at 5 p.m., you get it for $299. So just a couple of things that he said so that you guys can start off on a positive. Great teams, they know how to make each other better. And he said sometimes that's even without a quarterback. Or that's even without a leader, or a really, really strong leader. But great teams, they know how to make each other better. He said the formula is when you focus on culture, everything else falls into place. They hyper-focused on culture. This guy, Don, he has over 4 million sky miles. He has spent the last, I can't remember how many years, I want to say 20-something, learning all about great leaders. That's all he does. And most of them were coaches. He talks a ton about coaches. He wrote that book, 15 Things, Great Teams, 15 Things That Great Teams.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So he said that the team has to know the why, and they have to come to work each day to feel the why. And he gave the example of this. So he's a big contributor and on the board for Make-A-Wish Foundation. And he said that this is what they do at Make-A-Wish to have their team members and their staff feel the why every single day. Once a week, they have a well, this is a long story short. So Make-A-Wish, for those of you that don't know, they make wishes for children who are terminally ill before the end of their life. They take them on a trip, or they make whatever wish they want come true. So what they do is once a week, they have a family come in and they talk to their entire staff, which is, over 100 people. I can't remember how many they said. I'm sure it's hundreds. They all have a meeting. They come in once a week, and that family shares what it meant to them for that wish for their child to have happened from the Make-A-Wish Foundation. And so that's how they tie everything back to the why. He gives really great examples of that. And the last thing that I love that he said was, a lot of us feel a lot of pressure. When you're a leader, you sometimes feel a lot of pressure. And he said we have to shift our mindset to think about it as, I think it was Ben who talked about this, or no, it was Walter Payton. I'm sorry. He said pressure is a privilege. because the more that you win, the more pressure that you have. But when you have pressure, it's because you're in a really strong leadership role, and you're winning. And the more that you win at that, the more pressure that you're going to have. So he said, think of our new motto is pressure is a privilege. He just was fantastic. I loved him. So I wanted to share that with you guys. Would it be helpful if I sent you the recording?
Yeah.
Okay. I will send that today, and you guys can watch the webinar or listen to it. I thought it was really, really fantastic. And I think it would be great for a lot of our leadership teams to do that together, if you choose to. Okay, a couple more updates really fast before we get started. I sent you guys an email this morning. Who has ever heard of or listened to the podcast Business Wars?
I started listening to it this morning.
Is that Coretta?
Yes.
Isn't it so good?
It really is. It's like, I mean, it's fantastic.
It is. So they're gonna work. John, we have been told that this might be a big topic at Mega Camp. So I wanted to send this to you guys because I don't want you to be behind the 8 ball if they do really talk about this at Mega Camp. So I would suggest you guys go download the podcast Business Wars, but specifically find the one where he talks about Netflix versus Blockbuster. I think there's 3 parts to it, but if you guys download them, you can listen to them on the plane on the way to Mega Camp. And I think you'll find those very beneficial. I'm through the first one, and it is fantastic. I think it'll really help understand why Kelly, why adoption, why all of this right now. Dave, have you listened to these yet?
I haven't, and I've just written it down.
Okay, perfect. I just wondered if you had. Yeah, so Business Wars will be, I think you guys will really love that. The other thing I wanted to mention really quickly is the 36 touch recruiting appointment video that I sent. Did everybody get that? Has anybody watched it?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. I know I promised that to a lot of you, so I just wanted to make sure that you knew that. I know you get a lot of emails, but you have it. You're welcome. It's 16 minutes. So I would, if you guys feel like you just need something else, or you really want to master that recruiting appointment, I would highly advise that you watch that. Okay, so really quickly, I want to talk about Kelly. This is an adoption spreadsheet. So just so you guys know, we have all OPs of every market center by this morning at 9 a.m. gave a commitment for what your market center is going to be at percentage-wise by Mega Camp on Monday, because of all of the things that are going to happen at Mega Camp. We need our adoption to be at 65% minimum. So here's an update just for you guys to see. I've started to track something different. So on the left side, you'll see all the team leaders and the number of, and you know what, Anna, you're not on there because technically you're not in the KWRI system yet. So I apologize. I just realized that. We'll get them to add you.
Eventually I'll activate my license here.
Okay. I saw your pretty face pop up just now, and it just hit me that you weren't on here. So on the left, these are the number of interactions. This is as of probably midnight last night when I was working on this. So I don't know if Rhonda's on here or not, because I know she's in the show today, and technically she's an OP, but she's interim team leader. But man, she's crushed it with 28 transactions. Jeff Marmer at 910, Chris Thomas 729, Sheridan 689, and Heather 450. Y'all are our top 5. Congratulations on your interactions. Then on the right, you will see this is the percentage as of this morning at 5 a.m. When I also was working on this. That is your market center is for adoption as of this morning. So here's the goal is 65% by Monday at Mega Camp. So Scott, y'all are like crushing it. I mean, y'all went from, no offense, like 20 to 81 in 2 days. I mean, it is fabulous. Have you guys?
That is our DFI, Christine Carney. She is doing an awesome job.
Okay, I was going to say, who have you leveraged that to? Because I know you're still doing your PAM sheets. You are bringing in your appointments and your gross, and you've got a killer adoption percentage. So that's really fantastic. Tell her she's doing a great job.
I will. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And then we've got Matt Brown at 100%, Heather at 95%. Heather, we were at 97%, so I'm pretty sure we must have had an agent that interacted that we have now released. I'm like, what in the world? Oh, you're muted. I can't hear you.
Help them like
Okay,
do their
so
meetings
that's
and
okay.
stuff.
Don't worry
I agree. Yeah.
about it. Okay, guys. So here are the percentage adoptions.
What?
I'll share these. Hold on.
Yeah.
I can't hear. Sorry. Somebody is talking. Sorry. Normally I can stalk you guys and mute you, but I can't tell who it is this time. Sorry. So maybe mute if you're chatting, please. So here are these just so you'll know, and then get with your OPs to see what you guys committed to, a minimum of 65% hopefully by Mega Camp on Monday. Okay, so here's what we're going to – does anybody have any questions about that? Are we good? Okay.
Yep.
If you don't know how to pull yours and you want to, just text me and I will. I'll share with you guys exactly how to go and pull that if you haven't done that yet. Okay, so here's what I'd like to do really quickly because I wanted to give Dave a solid 15 minutes. So if we can just run through, I just need to get your month to date. Oh, Jeff Marver, you are on. Congratulations on your interaction number. Awesome job. If we can run through really quickly and I need month to date. So for August, month to date, gross and net, please. And thank you. And I am just going to kind of take roll and go as I go. Laura, do you have your in danger? Because I think he's in an airport. If not, you can text him to me. Oh, can't hear you. Type them in the chat. If you can type them in the chat, that would be perfect. Sheridan.
We're gross 1, net 0.
Okay, thank you. Matt Brown.
Gross 2, net 2.
Great job. Oh, Laura, gross 1, net 0. Thank you. Got it. Sheila.
Gross 4, net 2.
Good job. Great job. Scott.
Gross 0, net -1.
I know you'll get that up.
We're getting them.
I know you are working on it. Thank you. Coretta.
Gross 1, net -2.
Thank you. Kim and/or Kristen.
Gross 1, net 0.
Thank you. Okay. Chris Thomas.
Gross 0, net -2.
Thank you. Heather.
0, -4.
We're gonna make that up.
Yes.
Anna.
Well, we just got our market center number on Friday.
I know. Congratulations. Great job.
So currently, gross 0, net 0.
Congratulations. Yes, Dayton Market Center is official, by the way, guys. So that's awesome.
Awesome.
I know. Awesome. Okay, let's see. Dayla?
Gross 1, net -2.
Okay, thank you. Jason Humble in the house.
Gross 1, net 1.
Thank you. Okay, let's see. Tracy.
Gross 4, net -2.
Thank you. Good job on the gross. Ryan.
Don't freak. It's 0, gross, -3.
That's okay. Not freaking. Thank you for the.
Hey, Dana.
Yes.
Since we're still incubating out of Ryan's office, do my people still count for him?
We'll start reporting. I'll start reporting them for. Yes, they will until they're not in there.
Okay. Well, then Ryan has gross 1. I lied. I forgot about one of our people.
Perfect. Okay.
Surprise, Ryan.
Surprise, Ryan. Yes.
Thanks, Anna. Thank you, Anna.
Okay, Eric.
Gross 1, net 1.
Thank you. Perfect. Misty.
Gross 2, net -1.
Thank you. Okay, is anybody on that I missed because I have?
I'm on. Mary.
Mary, thank you. I can't see you. Sorry. Thank you. Okay, what's
That's
your?
okay. Gross 0, net 0.
Okay, thank you. I know you're a DSO, so thank you for being on, and congratulations on having the most recruits at any event that we have ever had.
So Dana, they're all here, all 11, FYI.
I mean, y'all, Mary busted out 11 recruits to ESO today, which is the most recruits any single team leader, I'm pretty sure, has ever brought to anything. and one of them is $112 million team.
Woo!
Good work.
Yes. Good work, Mary. Go get them.
Wow.
Thanks.
Good job, girl. Okay, so thank you guys. Okay, we might go 5 minutes over. If you have to hop off, that's okay. I am so excited to share with you guys and welcome Dave Chubb. Dave is a team leader in the North Florida region and a dear friend of mine, and I just love him to death. And he has a completely amazing track record in the team leader role. And in case you missed the email, I'll share with you really quickly. Last year, he grossed 132, with an average of 11 a month. This year, he has grossed January 10, February 10, March 17, April 13, May 17, June 12, July 16. So he's on track for 163 gross this year. Do you guys find that
Amazing.
as impressive as I do?
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yay. Okay. Dave, welcome.
Thank you. This is an honor to come and talk to you guys. I'm looking forward to meeting you next week as well.
Yes, and I forgot to tell you that he has the most amazing accent ever.
Yes.
Stay on for
Now we know how he got them all.
Dave, you can talk to me all
Don't have an
day.
accent. It's you crazy Americans that have the accent, and the Queen speaking properly. That's my goal.
Yeah, we can stay on and listen for extra time if we need to. Okay, so Dave, you and I talked about a couple things that I really wanted you to share with them today. But you just kind of have the floor. The things I want you to hit are consistency, how you do it with leverage, and then start off by telling them how many people are at in your pond, what your market share is. And hey, actually, you know what? I'm gonna mute everybody and then we'll unmute for questions. Is that okay?
Please. Yes, that'd be great.
Okay. There we go. Oh wait, hold on. I gotta unmute Dave. Hold on. There you go.
There we go.
Perfect.
Okay, so so we have a pond of 465 agents.
Wait,
And
pause on that. A total pond of 465.
right, yes,
Okay.
it's not a huge pond.
Okay.
And it's a murky pond as well. And we have 260 of those agents.
Already
So
in your market center.
right, so that gives me the market share of 56%. So the thing for me is that pond is kind of an academic number. There's no way I can do my job and grow this market center unless we fish outside that pond. So, if you think about it, the pond is really it's just the zip codes that my OP can place the market center in. That's the way I see it. I can fish anywhere. We've got 9 KW offices in Orlando, and it's not a big place. We've got 9 offices, so we're all fishing in the same pond, and that creates its own challenges, but it can be done.
Yeah,
it can absolutely be done. So yeah.
So okay, so tell me how you feel. What's the top 1 or 2 things that you feel have consistently had you gross that amount every single month?
Okay, I was kind of thinking about this and thinking, what is it that we do? And this is a team effort. Okay, this is a market center goal. It's not my goal. And we take it on as a team. The thing that we do most consistently is we start at the end and work our way backwards.
Oh, I like that.
So it wasn't, and it might sound really trite and twee, but when we really embraced the growth initiative tools, that's when things really turned around. And if you look at last year, so we grossed 132, so it's on average 11 a month. But it wasn't until this year that we really grasped the growth initiative tools and said, well, okay, let's start with the gross goals worksheet. When we looked at that, I need to be grossing around 14 per month to hit my net goal. Okay. And so that really sharpened my mind. We're thinking, I was merrily going along thinking, well, yeah, okay, we know the company standard. And to me, company standard just means that's the minimum requirement. It's not a goal. That's just the baseline.
You mean the gross 10?
The gross 10, what did I say?
Yeah, no, that's
Oh, I did, yeah, yeah.
minimum standard.
That-
I should clarify.
So that's the one for me that drives everything, is the gross, because the gross is going to drive my net. The gross is also going to drive my appointments. So when I realized that I needed to be grossing 13, and I've been merrily going along thinking, well, hey, if I'm getting 11, that's okay. I'm hitting the standard, but the business is not growing anywhere near where it should be.
Mm-hmm.
So when I looked at the gross goals worksheet and it showed me 13, 14 is what I needed, I knew that my conversion rate is like 28%. Okay, so I track my numbers. I know my conversion rate was 28%, but let's just work that out backwards and say, let's call it a 4-to-1, so 25% ratio. What I then did was multiplied the number, or divide the number by 25%. So if I need 14, I divide it by 25%. That then gives me the number of appointments I need. We're then anal with the pipeline tool, going through it, checking literally daily. Is someone really a 9? Are they really a 10? What's changed? How are we doing this? Because at the beginning of the month, when I roll them over and change the 9s to 10s, we go through, we know how many we're going to be getting in that month. That pipeline tool becomes a tool. And the moment I stopped thinking about them as reports, Georgia Alpizar is our regional director.
Yeah,
So
they all know Georgia.
Right, so Georgia's all over it, right? So one of the great things she's always taught me is don't consider them a report. The second you change it to a tool, then you're in control of your business. Yeah. And that's been a big thing for me, is using these growth initiative tools as tools, and then they help you grow your business. So yeah, picking out that pipeline. So I can start any month with probably 6 or 7 of my gross all ready to go because they're 10s having rolled over from previous months.
Wow. Okay.
And then we literally hunt them down.
Okay. So and hey, sorry, let me stop really fast. If you guys, since we're all muted and I know we're on a limited time, if you have questions for him, will you type them in the chat box at the bottom, and then I will, I'll come and we'll ask them and get to them. That would be really helpful. Dave, so tell us about when you say hunt them down. So what are your primary lead sources?
I get a lot of referrals.
From agents in the market center?
From agents. And that's been an intentional process that we've gone through. Because for me, I don't like having to pick the phone up.
Yeah, okay.
So therefore, if I don't like having to pick the phone up, then I've got to go and get other people to help me do this. So my view is I'm not trying to get appointments. What I'm trying to do is to grow people's legacy. I'm trying to grow people's profit share tree and their future income. Therefore, all of our scripts are around how can I help you grow your profit share tree? Did you see Chris this month earned $4,000? Did you see Alan earn $2,000? What did he have to do for that? He didn't have to do anything apart from give me a name. So I have the letters AFR literally all over my office, and it's ask for referral.
Oh, I like that.
So it's a prompt for me, whether I'm on the phone, whether I'm doing a top 20% consult, whatever it is I've got that prompt somewhere saying ask for a referral. ALC accountability has been really important. We used Mo's video, the two people, the one guy, two guys that passed away in their early 40s, and the difference, one had profit share, one didn't. So just pulling on people's heartstrings and making sure they realize how big a deal profit share is. And with disappearing cap now, there's no excuse. There's absolutely no excuse.
Have you rolled out the disappearing cap?
We're going to do something slightly different. But it's going to be exactly the same principle. So we're calling it cap reimbursement. So we're paying back as we roll, but same principle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Corridor conversations are really important for us. Every single conversation with my team, my team have to be asking people, who can we get Dave or Christina to call for you? How can we help you grow your profit share tree? But it's nothing about me. It's about helping people grow their profit share. Mm-hmm. We also have tribes. We have Group Me tribes. So all of the market center are on a Group Me tribe based on their production.
Oh, I like that idea. That's a great idea.
That's been really huge.
Oh, I love that.
So we have a bronze, silver, gold, platinum, and diamond.
Oh, I love that. If I know she can't talk, but if Kim Buckner's still on, she will love that. She loves the word tribe. That's her thing, right, Kim? I think so.
I'll tell you, one of the biggest things for those has been at the end of the month or beginning of the month, when in each tribe we go in and we say, okay, it's time to say goodbye to these people because they've moved up a group.
Oh, okay.
And then obviously from silver up, we have the opportunity to say, hey, it's time to say goodbye to these guys because they're moving up, but it's also time to welcome these guys. And that goes crazy at that point. People are, oh, congratulations. Oh, well done. Hey, I want to join you. I want to come with you. Wow. So that's been a real aha for me. That's been really good. And we use that in a way to say, okay, who else can we help you with to get our appointments and our growth up?
I love that. I love that. That is awesome. Okay, so what about of your gross monthly average, what percentage would you say is market share versus brand new agents?
I'm working at around 30. So my appointments are working out at about 45%.
Okay.
My actual hires are around 35%. Still not as high as we want them to be.
But better than a lot. 35% you would say market share. Okay.
Yeah, I really want to get that to the standard of 50. I really do. That's going to be my bigger. That's where we're going to make the money. We make instant, someone comes in there, we're making instant profit at that point.
So if you are grossing 15, 6 of them are probably market share and 9 of them are brand new.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
I knew that would be a question of somebody. Okay. Jason said, what makes up each gold, silver, etc. tribe?
Okay, now you're going to test me. In fact, I can check you through from here. I know the bronze, you're going to like this. This is a really technical one. It's 0 to 500. So that we do it based on production. So here, let me show you. So bronze tribe is 0 to 500,000 in production. Silver is 500 to 1 million in production. Gold is 1 to 2, platinum is 2 to 5, and then diamond is 5+. Now, clearly, you just work that out based on, where's your roster. You might have different, they're just the numbers that worked for us.
Yep, I love it.
The other thing we do with those is we have a monthly mastermind. So we get the investor group, and each one of them will host a mastermind with that group.
Oh, I love that idea.
That's awesome. That's real value.
Are you all loving this? You can nod. I love that. That's a great idea. Okay.
The other thing we do with the investors is we get the investors to, whenever anyone caps, when they roll over or they cap for the first time, we have a group me for the investors, and the investors will all then text that agent to congratulate them and thank them for their partnership.
I love that too. So do you get good referrals from your investors?
No.
Okay. But they're engaged with the agents in that way?
Okay. I win other ways.
That's good. Chris says, James C. Thomas says, who is assigned to take care of each tribe?
Okay, so we have all of the leadership team are on all of the tribes.
Oh, okay.
So we're all on all of them. However, we don't get involved apart from if we want to do, something. What we do though is we also have one ALC member. Echo there. We have one ALC member on each group. So they're the ones that are driving those groups. We also have a separate ALC group so that if we want people to promote stuff, we put the content on the ALC. So it's coming, then they just literally cut and paste. And then they can put it onto their tribe. So the ALC are driving it, not us. If you think, I was once asked, who's the most influential person in your market center? And I'm saying, well, that's me. I'm very influential. And then they go, no. Well, it must be my MCA then, because she's awesome. No. And you think about the ALC are by far the most influential people in your market center. And so we have ALC rosters, so they call people on a daily basis, just checking in. Hey, what's working well for you? What else can we be doing? you know, what one thing would you change in the market center if you could? We get an awesome response from that. ALC is, but you know, we really need to use our ALC as much as we can.
Yeah, I love that. That's a really great thing. So what would you tell team leaders if they were feeling like there's so much stuff? You've got Bold, you've got the Kelly adoption, you've got to hit your gross of a standard, which your standard is higher than, you know, the company standard, and all of those things, and they're feeling like they just can't do it all. What would be your response to that?
My response is, I get it.
Yeah.
And suck it up. You know, so let's honestly, I don't mean that in a negative way.
But I like it.
but you know what I'm saying. I don't mean that in a negative way. It's crazy, Dana. Yeah. It's absolutely crazy. For Bold registrations, my market center was #1 in the whole of Florida. We're number 12 in the whole of the United States in 2007.
Great job! Wow.
For Kelly adoption, we're at 78%. We will be at 80% today. We can do it.
Because your region had a goal of 80% by Mega Camp, right?
Right. We will do it. There is no question we'll get 80% by today. And I think the answer to the question is, this is not down to me. And I heard you saying earlier, you know, or who did you leverage that to? That's the answer to all of this. This isn't me. I lead the team. That's all. I lead the team. I don't do everything. I can't do everything. But we do have an atmosphere of just do it. Mm-hmm. You know, I saw something, you know, what someone put on Facebook recently. What's one of the best company slogans? For me, it's Nike. Just do it. You know, we can spend all of our time complaining about it. It's not going away. It ain't going away. And at the end of the day, it's changing our business. You know, you look at that Business Wars podcast that you were just talking about. This is real. Right. This is real. It is not going away. And I you know, if you think about it, this is all about chunking things down. And what we don't do is we don't say, okay, I'm going to get 50 people to Bold this time around. What we do is we say, okay, this week we're going to get 4. Yeah. Who's going to get them? And let's break it down into each individual. With our Kelly download goal today, what we've done is we've said, if we can each get 1 person, that's it. Who's your 1 person? Yeah. Who is it, and how are you going to do it?
Eating the elephant. What is that? Eating the elephant one bite at one chunk at a time?
Absolutely. You know, and it's like when I talk to recruits and you break down the 4 concepts. How much do you want to make? Well, they all want to make 100,000. Well, how much have you made? What's the most you've ever made in your life? Well, 25,000. Give me a break. Right. So now if you break it down into chunks, then suddenly it becomes totally doable. Yeah. You know, and lead generation becomes doable when you chunk things down. We have to chunk things down. Otherwise, this is completely unmanageable.
Yeah. So last question, unless you have something pressing you would love to share, what keeps you doing it?
I'm just a junkie for the next thing. Yeah. In terms of what's the next goal, and to see we've got people in the region. You know, I think I'm number 3 in the region with Kelly downloads, and I haven't been there. This is like my 2nd week of vacation. I'm not there. Yeah. That is the most frustrating thing of all. So to call me competitive,
because you're on vacation, yeah.
Man, you know, but you know, I'm chasing people down. I'm bribing them. I'm holding them hostage. I'll give you that information if you download Kelly. I don't care what it is, but we just have fun with it, Dana. You've got to have fun. If you don't have fun, then this becomes a real grind. So just creating a fun environment amongst the team, and people want to do it. Then it's our win. It's not my win for sure.
Yep. I love that. I love that. Okay. I know we went over. I'm really sorry. We have 1 minute. Does anybody have any questions? I'm going to unmute everybody. Any questions, comments that you would like to share with Dave or ask?
I buy my skincare stuff from the Macy's. if that's a question.
I have a question.
Yes.
Well, first of all, looking at that menu behind him, he's making me hungry. Do you cook too? My goodness.
No.
I'm so impressed. No, with these, the layers for
the tribes,
bronze, silver, gold, how do you do like team members of the teams? Do you treat
No, it's their sales volume. So I have a really strong opinion. It's like, I often see questions on Facebook about, do we treat a half capper differently to a full capper? No. Half capper, to me, they're paid as much as they can to the company. They have exactly the same value. So we have exactly the same.
Okay.
They're included exactly the same.
All right. Awesome. Thanks.
Tribes have been awesome, though. I fought them for a long time, but they've been awesome. That was a Georgia idea. I fought it. Everyone said, yeah, whatever, Georgia. But we did it. We did it without telling her, because I hated for the fact that she was going to come back and say, yeah, I told you. You know what Georgia or Alpazar's like. We love her to pieces, but they work.
Yeah. Okay, great. Any other questions?
I got a question about the cap reimbursement. How are you doing that cap reimbursement?
So what we're doing is, I was concerned about, if I reduce someone's cap by 5, let's take the $5,000 figure. We have an 18,000 cap, so it's not 5,000. If I reduce it by 5,000, we hire a capper, and then that capper leaves 2 months later. Well, now we can't do a takeaway on that original person. So what we're going to be doing is, it's going to start on September the 1st, because we're just batting out, the document, is we will reimburse you up to 4,000. It's actually 4,500 per transaction that person makes. So, my big challenge is, it's going to be a bit of an MCA monster. However, I think we're not affecting profitability in the office. We're increasing it. People are going to be given a check. Lots of different reasons we've decided to go slightly different, but I absolutely love the principle.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Perfect. Okay, gang, I know we went over, and I apologize. I hate to do that, but hopefully it was worth it. And I know that you probably took some really great notes from Dave. Oh no, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, weird. I don't know. That was weird. I'm having technical difficulties today. Dave, thank you.
You're welcome.
Than you were before.
You're welcome. Listen, I look forward to meeting you all next week.
Yeah, we'll have a little dinner or powwow, and I'll have you stop by.
That'd be awesome. Love it.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Thanks, guys. Hey, if you have any questions, just shoot me an email or a text. And I appreciate your commitment, and I hope you have a great day.
Thanks. See ya.
See you guys. Thank you.
Bye.